I've not done a video in quite some time, man. I think it's probably because we've been locked down since March. I feel like the lockdown here in the UK has been a lot more intense than in the US. I see in the US, everyone's still doing their thing and everything like that. And I'm like, yo, man, damn, I'm still stuck at home. But lockdown is lifted, restrictions have lifted. So things are pretty much back to normal now. And I did my first shoot since March last week. Here is the video.
Now guess that we all vets and no comparisons draw sweat, cause I'm that expansion pack that you can't afford yet.
It feels good to be back, man. It feels awesome. Obviously, coming back to filming, I had to buy some. Yeah, I wanted to buy a watch for a very long time. This watch I'm in love with. And I was like, you know what, screw that, I'm just gonna buy more camera equipment, because why the hell not? Now, this particular thing, I mean, you already know what it is because it's the title. I have wanted a matte box for a very, very, very long, in fact, okay, the first matte box I ever bought, check it out. Here it is. I think we all know what kind of matte box this is. This has no value or purpose to it whatsoever. I mean, dude, look at that, what the hell. So yeah, I remember like maybe 5-6 years ago, I bought, you know, those Amazon rigs where you put the Canon into it and it comes with this, and oh god. And yeah, and then when I started seeing more pictures of other people with crazier matte boxes, I was like, okay, I look like a fool. So then I purchased another matte box. I don't even know where that is. It did not fit on my camera, it did not fit on my rods, it did not fit on my lens, and I was super disappointed, and I was like, I give up with buying a matte box, until I saw on Instagram, thank you Instagram, one of the most beautiful matte boxes I've ever seen. Something that works for me, something that works for most of us who are still using DSLR cameras, not cinema cameras. Lo and behold, guys. Boom. The Tilta matte box mini clamp-on matte box. So the reason why I bought this was primarily because it just clamps onto your lens. That for me was the biggest selling point. I'm so sick and tired of having to hope that the matte box will fit on my rods and then it'll be, you know, small enough where it matches up with the lens and everything like that, because the last matte box, the lens was here, but then the matte box started up there, and I was like, well, this is impossible to use now. So this clamp-on matte box for me was absolutely fantastic. So this is the box that it comes with. The matte box is actually already on my rig, but I'll show you what's inside here. So, love the design, by the way, really cool. I ordered this off of Amazon before yesterday and it arrived yesterday. Thank God for one-day delivery, man. So it comes in with 4 rings. So you have the 82mm ring, 72mm ring, 67mm ring, and then a 77mm ring, which is the one that I needed for my lens. Now you can also order the matte box with more rings depending on the lens that you use, but you just have to pay a bit more extra. It also comes with some it also comes with a matte box support rod clamp thing there and here, and then a couple more Allen keys. I'm not gonna really bother removing them. And yeah, so I'm going to show you what the matte box looks like on my rig. I'll show you how to take it off, put it on, and then I'll talk about why I bought this matte box, because I'll be honest with you, it actually serves no purpose to me other than one thing. So this is my rig right here. So we got the matte box, we have the focus ring, we have the camera cage, we have a monitor, we have a handle, and we've got some rods down here. So this is the matte box. Beautiful. Exactly what I wanted. I wish it was a bit bigger though. But actually I'm glad it's not that big, because look at the space between the matte box and then the rods. If it was any bigger, it wouldn't have fit it. I wouldn't be able to use the rods, man. So this is what we're working with here. I'm gonna show you real quick how to take this off and put it on. Watch this. That's literally it, dude. That is all you need to do. Now, this is the matte box ring right here. So this is the 77mm ring, and all you do is you just screw it on and screw it off. Now I've got a filter on my lens, so this is screwed onto my filter. So you screw that on like so, and then take the matte box and you go boop, that's it. Done, done, done. And look at that, dude. not falling off. Be as crazy as you want with it. It ain't coming off, man. So it's pretty damn secure. And there you have it. God, I need to be better with. And then look here, you got a screw. You just screw that on, and it'll keep the matte box secure. And that is you ready to go. It honestly took like what? How long did that take? Not long at all. So let's talk about the reason why. In fact, let's talk about the reasons as to why you would need a matte box. Now, if you're using a cinema camera, you're using cinema lenses, you need a matte box in order to attach proper, like the filters that you want. Okay, that's why whenever you see cinema cameras, you always see them attach a matte box to the lens, so that they can slide on the filter. Now you can see here, I don't know if you can see it too well, but right there you can just slip the filters on, and that is what this is for. So this actually has a purpose. Unlike that one where you can't do anything with it, this one you can actually use filters in it. I don't have those filters. I actually only use one filter for my lens, and it just screws on, so that's it. So I bought this for aesthetic purposes, which I know sounds extremely shallow and a waste of money, but hear me out real quick, okay? In this industry, in my personal opinion, now other people might not agree with me, perception is everything. You go to a shoot with a DSLR ready to shoot a video, people are gonna be like, man, this guy's low. This guy's like bottom. They see somebody else charging either the same prices or a little bit more, and you know, they're rocking with this, dude, they're gonna hire that guy because they're just gonna be like, yo, this guy's, you know, a lot more professional, even if that's not the case. But you know, to clients, they don't really know any better. So I'm sick and tired of turning up to shoots with a DSLR, especially when they're new clients. If it's old clients, you know, they know my work, so they don't really care what I turn up with. But when it's new clients, you're trying to impress, and you want to go in with, you know, you turn up with this, they're gonna be like, holy crap, yo, this guy's pro as hell. They'll be like, yeah, our other guy only had a DSLR, like a small little camera, even though it's the same bloody thing. You turn up like that, shooting everything, they're gonna be like, dude, okay, cool. So first impressions definitely matter. Not just that, but you know, nowadays with us, we need to be on Instagram more. We need pictures of ourselves, and I would rather have, you know, behind the scenes pictures of myself with a, you know, a nice rig, as opposed to, you know, me shooting like that. It's just, dude, it does not impress at all. And yeah, perception is everything in this industry. I remember the amount of times I've turned up to jobs where the first thing they say to me is, yo, you look really cool, man. I love your hoodie, I love your pants, I love your shoes, I love your hat, whatever, man. They're always looking, and they're always gonna be in their head being like, yo, this is impressive, man, what this guy has. This is another level. And that is what I want to do, is to start going into shoots with, you know, a bigger rig, so that they'll just be like, okay, we'll need to definitely hire this guy. Not just that, but I also feel like if you turn up to this charging like £1,000, they're gonna be like, are we really charging £1,000 for this guy to just turn up with his, you know, his little like camera, photo camera? Whereas you turn up to a shoot charging £1,000, you turn up with this, they're like, yo, okay, that's cool. And I've also heard people just go, oh, you know, they came with this big camera, and I'm like, probably not, but you know. So yeah, for me, it is primarily just aesthetic purposes. Also, it rains a lot in Scotland, like a lot, man. You can turn up to a shoot, it's sunny, and then within like 30 minutes it starts to rain. So having a hood to just cover my lens is the best thing ever. It's gonna help me out a lot. It saves me from having to always go like, okay, we're ready. Wait, hold on. There we go. So it's cool because this also clamps on to the lens, which means I don't actually need everything else. If it's a rainy day, I just need to turn up with the matte box with the hood on it, and I'm ready to go. I don't need the entire thing. But that is the reason why I bought this matte box, is primarily for aesthetic purposes. It impresses the clients. It actually makes me feel cool as well, because when I'm getting pictures of myself, I mean, bro, look at this. Like, just from looking on my camera, this thing looks cool. It looks pro as hell. And I know it sucks to say that, oh, it looks cool, so there you go. But man, us low-end filmmakers, we really need to start impressing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the rig itself looks awesome. I've been building this for a while. The only thing I need now is an external battery. That is something I've needed for I've needed that more than a matte box, more than a monitor, more than a focus ring, more than the bloody cage. I need an additional battery because I'm not shooting a lot. I shoot a lot in 60 frames as well. Eats up the battery like that. So I should probably order that like ASAP, to be honest. But not just that. Let me talk a little bit about my rig, and then I'll explain why I also need a battery. So we have here a small rig camera cage. This thing is amazing, very sturdy. I've had this for a bloody long time and it does the job, man. It has saved my camera. I don't have a camera. It saves my camera from breaking so many times. I've dropped my camera a few times, and having just like a solid cage to protect it is everything you need. Also comes with a handle, which is gorgeous. Another thing that's very useful, I have a Viltrox monitor here. This thing is not the best monitor. I mostly use it to focus because I wear glasses, but when I go and shoot, I never wear my glasses. So it helps me focus a lot. It's very good for focusing, but not very good for monitoring, believe it or not. So I set my exposure and everything on the camera by looking at the camera monitor, and then I'll switch to the additional monitor, the external monitor, sorry, to focus. Next up we have a focus ring, very, very handy. I don't have the thing here, but yeah, this is just awesome because then when I'm filming like this, I can then monitor and go like that instead of having to, you know, focus like this. Then we have the rods, which the focus, I'm not even getting the name right, but anyways, the focus ring is attached to. So yeah, that is why I have the rods here. So the reason why I need an external battery is for two reasons. Additional battery time, and also to help balance it. At the moment it is very, very front heavy because of the lens. The lens itself is a bloody heavy lens. I've got the Sigma 18 to 35 mil on this. Heavy lens, so look at that already, you can see. That's just like natural. It's very, very front heavy. So having an additional battery on the back will help balance that out a lot more, because I film a lot from like down, so having to, like, it puts a lot of strain on my wrists. So having something that'll help bring that back will be like a godsend for me. And like I said, because I film a lot in 60 frames and stuff, I need that additional battery. I've got actually like 7 batteries charging at the moment. I cannot be bothered switching it all the time. Having just one battery ready to be powered up is exactly what I need. So yeah guys, that is why I bought this matte box. I will put a link down below as to where I got it from on Amazon, should you need the link. It is an affiliate link, so I've had affiliate links for like 2 years, man. I've made no money from Amazon, so hopefully this video goes viral and like 7,000 of you buy the matte box. I'll make like 5 quid off of it. But this is it once again. Let me just do that for like a cool thumbnail or something, I don't know. Here you go, I'm not even gonna cut that out. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I know what I said sounded shallow as hell, but let's face it, most people with DSLRs who buy matte boxes do it for that reason as well. And at the end of the day, we have to impress our clients, our future clients, you know? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Comment down below, thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.